about social media. There's too much negativity on there, and I stay well away from that. I just don't need it in my life, thank you very much. But, used right, it can also be a place to spread a bit of love and positive vibes, which is what I try to do. I put all sorts of stuff up on my socials, news of what I've been up to, pics from the repair shop, but my favourite things are my thoughts for the day. I don't do them every day, I prefer quality to quantity, but when I do, I like the thoughts to matter, to mean something. They're short and simple statements, but I hope they're profound in their own way. I hope they have depth. I might say, everything has beauty, but not everyone sees it. Or, no one wins at chess by only moving forward. I apply the same criteria as I did at Out of the Dark, little snippets to make you think. Me being me, I love turning what I've learned about life into these punchy little sayings and aphorisms, and before you know it, you've got this book. Bosh! So, here are my pearls of wisdom. I hope at least some of them can be as useful and as positive an influence for you as they've been for me. You can keep learning and improving yourself and your sense of well-being every day of your life until you topple into the grave and start pushing up the daisies. I've made mistakes, sure, but I don't like talking about mistakes or setbacks. I like to see them as chances to learn and to move on. Like I say, positive thinking. So, are you ready to learn a few life lessons? Good. Let's get cracking. And let's start with one of the most important of the lot. Don't let yourself and your life be limited by where you come from, even if it happens to be humble beginnings. Chapter 1. Roots. Stay on top of your past so you can have a better view of your future. All of us come from somewhere. Where that is beyond our control. The place and the circumstances that we find ourselves in are an accident of birth. And there is no doubt that where we are from shapes us, but we shouldn't let it define us. For me, I've got to say, this is one of the most basic and important life lessons of all. It's too easy to let where we are born and our roots limit us and lead to us setting low expectations for our lives. Well, it might be easy, but it is also a big mistake. Your past shouldn't be a cage. It should be a springboard. When I wrote those words on social media, stay on top of your past so you can have a better view of your future, what I was getting at was that you stay on top of your past by being proud of it. And being proud of your past can take you to another level. When you own where and what you came from, it elevates you. I know it's easier said than done. I understand that some people are ashamed of their roots, and I get that. At the same time, it makes no sense. Why be ashamed of something that's not your fault and wasn't your choice? The only way forward is to own it and embrace it. Squeeze those lemons and make some lemonade. I mean, let's look at me. Some people might say that I had a very disadvantaged beginning in life. As it happens, I don't particularly agree with them, but let's just look at my initial circumstances. I'm from Hackney, in East London. It's very trendy now, darling, but back in the day, a lot of people thought it was a proper ghetto. I was a little black kid in an era when racism was a lot more obvious and in your face every day than it is now. My mum was only 18 when she had me. She did her best, and I love her to bits, but there was a whole lot she didn't know about being a parent. My dad didn't want to know. He wasn't around. In fact, anyone who has read my life story, Making It, knows that I don't even like calling him my dad. I prefer to say the man who contributed towards my birth, or TMWCTMB. I have chronic dyslexia. I wasn't diagnosed until I was 30, and so as a kid, I was just written off as stupid. This limited my life options for a very long time. So, it wasn't quite what you'd call a dream start in life, was it? But here's another saying that I shared on my socials a while back, another life lesson. Where I'm from,